Hey guys, it's MMA Vulture coming at you live with this week's best UFC bets. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into it with my lock of the week being Charles Johnson. I think that he is going to beat the crap out of Sumerji because I think he has better striking and better grappling. I feel like Sumerji only has a puncher's chance. He's got legit knockout power, but he fails to put himself in positions to really use his power to the best of his abilities. And I feel like he kind of sometimes overextends and will get caught. And I feel like Charles Johnson has been steadily getting better. Every single fight, we've seen him up against the best competitors, and he's been doing great. He's been getting submissions. He's been looking good in the striking department. Overall, he is a way better fighter than Sumerji. I really believe that. I think Sumerji only has a puncher's chance, and I think Charles Johnson is going to destroy him on the feet and in the grappling department. I feel like Charles Johnson is going to maintain distance, pick him apart. If he has any trouble in the striking department, he can lean back on that grappling area and out grapple Sumerji, take him down, maintain control of him, beat the crap out of him from top position. I feel like Charles Johnson is definitely a lock for this week. I feel like he has all the tools to beat Sumerji, and I feel like he's going to do so this Saturday. I really do. Give me Charles Johnson to beat Sumerji, and I think that he is for sure a lock. And let's go ahead and look at my most confident picks of this week, being first, Michael Pereira. I really think that he beats Anthony Hernandez. I feel like Michael Pereira has been showing that he's a great fighter. He recently beat Ihor Potieria and looked phenomenal doing so. And then Anthony Hernandez is a good submission artist, and I feel like Michael Pereira is just as good in the grappling department as Anthony Hernandez, but an even better striker and more dangerous on the feet. I feel like he could definitely fare well in the grappling department against somebody like Anthony Hernandez, who does have tricky submissions, but still, I feel like Michael Pereira is definitely going to be able to fare well in that. So I'm very surprised that he's sitting at a plus 115. I feel like he definitely has all the tools to beat Anthony Hernandez on the feet and in the grappling department. Like, people are forgetting that he is a black belt and he is a good grappling fighter. He's a good grappler and a good striker. Give me Michael Pereira to knock out Anthony Hernandez. I really think that he's going to find that shot against Anthony Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez is going to try to go for takedowns, and I feel like Michael Pereira is going to be good enough to snub them and maybe even find one of his own, but I think Michael Pereira lands that knockout shot, to be completely honest. I for sure think he's the better striker, and he's going to fare well in that grappling department against Anthony Hernandez, and he's going to take home that W this Saturday. And then my next pick is Rebellis de Spain. He's going up against Austin Lane, in which I think he's going to knock him out as well. I really do. I feel like Austin Lane is very vulnerable to that left hook, and I feel like Rebellis de Spain has the power to knock him out. For sure, has multiple first-round knockouts. I feel like he's definitely going to knock out Austin Lane. Austin Lane kind of leaves his hands a little bit low, leaving him to getting caught, which he did, and he got knocked out twice previously. And I feel like it's just going to end the exact same here. Rebellis de Spain is going to find the chin of Austin Lane. Yes, Austin Lane might get him down, but the power is going to be the key here. Let's just say Austin Lane goes out there, gets him down first round. Rebellis de Spain still has power that second round. He could end up chinning Austin Lane and putting him out, and I believe that Rebellis de Spain will do that. He will knock out Austin Lane. And then my next confident pick, we have Kyler Phillips going up against Rob Font. I think he is better in every aspect. I mean, I'm just going to say that flat out. He's a better striker. I feel like he's a better grappler 100%. So I don't really see how Rob Font is going to win this. Rob Font is kind of coming to the later end of his career. I feel like Kyler Phillips is on the come up. He's a great striker, a great grappler. He has all the boxes checked of being an absolute dominant fighter, and I feel like Kyler Phillips is going to get this done against Rob Font. Rob Font is no sleep, though. He is a good fighter as well. He's not anybody to sleep on. He's not a bum. He's a great fighter, but Kyler Phillips is just next up. He is a dominant fighter that is good in every fucking aspect. Give me Kyler Phillips to beat Rob Font. And he's sitting at a negative 500. So a lot of these, yes, are kind of high in the money line aspect, but I feel like they are for sure to win or a very great chance of winning. And then we have Alimbayev sitting at a negative 220. I feel like he definitely beats Matheus Nicolai. We've seen Matheus Nicolai get knocked out by Brandon Royval, then get knocked out by Alex Perez. So he is a little bit chinny. I feel like this does go the distance, but I feel like Asu Alimbayev is actually going to show off his striking skills here. I feel like we already know he's a great grappler. He chain wrestles, which is probably what he's going to do here against Matheus Nicolai. Chain wrestle, make sure he keeps him down to the ground. But I also feel like there's a part of this where he actually shows off his striking and maybe could even clip Matheus Nicolai. I really do feel like he wants to show off his striking. I feel like Asu Alimbayev is more known for his grappling, but he has good striking. He mixes up his shots very well. He has quick, clean combinations. He has a quick, stiff jab. He's got a lot of the striking tools to be good at it. I just feel like we haven't seen it as much, and I feel like this is the perfect chance to show us that he can strike, and he could maybe even get a knockout over Matheus Nicolai, who is a little bit chinny, as we know. I think Asu Alimbayev definitely has the clear-cut advantage in the grappling department. In the striking, I feel like it's going to be a little bit closer, but I feel like Asu Alimbayev is going to show that he can strike with the best of them, and he could catch Matheus Nicolai on the feet. And let's move right along to my Degen props of this week, and we're going to go ahead and start with Johnson by decision. He is my lock, and I think that he is going to win via decision. I feel like if he has any trouble on the feet, he is going to resort to that grappling ability, take down Sumida Raji, and maintain him on the ground, pepper him with shots, maybe even go for a submission. Because he has sneaky submissions. Charles Johnson has sneaky submissions, and I feel like he has all the tools to put Sumida Raji away. And I don't know how else to say this, but I feel like completely Sumida Raji has just a puncher's chance. He has that knockout shot, and that's all he's got, in my opinion. I feel like Charles Johnson is a slick striker that has great footwork, that moves very, very quickly, and is explosive, and he's a good striker and a good grappler. He's got both parts of the fighting aspect down. I think that Charles Johnson is going to win via decision and beat Sumida Raji, and that is sitting right at a plus 130 for Johnson to win by decision. They have Sumida Raji at a plus 275 to win by decision. Don't see that happening. If you're going to do Sumida Raji, I'd do it by knockout at plus 600. I feel like that's the only way he wins, to be honest. Give me Charles Johnson to beat Sumida Raji. As far as Degen props, there's really not much in that line I would really touch. Charles Johnson by decision is one that I would touch. I like Kyler Phillips by decision. And Michael Pereira, obviously by knockout. Let's look at that. Sitting at a plus 180. I like those odds. You're getting a lot of value in that at plus 180. Maybe if you don't want to go by knockout, you want to do inside the distance, sitting at a plus 120, you still get great value. But, I mean, inside the distance, you might as well just go money line at plus 115. You're damn near getting the same exact odds, but you have submission and everything else completely under control. And even if it ends inside the distance or outside the distance, you have it all locked. And let's go ahead and look at my parlays for this week. I'm excited for my parlays this week. I really think that I have some very, very interesting ones. As you guys can see, we have Phillips money line and Despain money line at negative 168 to start it off. Obviously, as these go on, it's going to get more risky, more degen. And I think this is a very safe bet. I feel like Phillips is definitely the clear better fighter over Rob Font in terms of striking and grappling. And then Despain, like I said, the power is going to be key here. I feel like he can land that left hook to knock out Austin Lane. And then we have Phillips money line and Alimbayev money line. And I really like that as well. I think Alimbayev is definitely going to be the better fighter over Matheus Nicolai. it's definitely gonna go to decision, I feel like. But I think Alimbayev definitely is gonna get the better of Matthias Nicolau, who's chinny and his cardio hasn't been the best as of lately. So give me Asu Alimbayev to beat him, and that's sitting at a negative 131. That's safe as well. And then we have Phillips moneyline and Johnson moneyline sitting at a negative 128. I really like that, seeing as Johnson's my lock of the week. I really am high on him. And then Phillips as well is going up against Rob Font, who is a great fighter, but dude, he has every aspect. He's better than Rob Font in striking and grappling. And then we have Johnson and Despain moneyline sitting at a negative 110. That's very safe. Then you got Johnson moneyline and Almabayev sitting at a plus 111 if you want to go for that plus money. And then we have Almabayev moneyline and Matsumoto moneyline at plus 111 as well. Maybe you don't want to take Johnson, you want to take Matsumoto because you feel more comfortable in that. You have that as well. And then we have Johnson moneyline, Pereira moneyline, Phillips moneyline sitting at a plus 281. And I feel like that's super live at plus money at almost plus 300. I really do. I think Pereira definitely beats Anthony Hernandez. I feel like Johnson has all the tools to beat Sumida Raji. Then you have Phillips, that is obviously, like I said, the better all-around fighter of Rob Font. Great odds on that. Then we have Almabayev moneyline, Matsumoto moneyline, and Pereira moneyline. Maybe you want to switch it up, go that route, get a little bit more plus money in the plus 351 area. I feel like that's alive as well. It's a little bit riskier, but it's still live to hit. I feel like a lot of the over-unders on this fight card are a lot harder than previous ones, and you're not really getting much value in them. So that's why I kind of went more of the fighter side of things on this one. And then we have Johnson moneyline, Matsumoto moneyline, Pereira moneyline sitting at a plus 355. Maybe you don't want Almabayev, you want Johnson, because I feel like he's more of the lock here. That's still alive, still a little bit riskier, but you got to risk it to get the biscuit, you know? Then we got, now we're going into more Degen. Despain moneyline, Johnson moneyline, Phillips moneyline, Pereira moneyline, and then over 2.5 in the Edwards fight, plus 507. I think that's very risky, but I also see it hitting. I really do. And then we have the Degen of the Degen props right here. Despain moneyline, Matsumoto moneyline, Almabayev moneyline, Johnson moneyline, Pereira moneyline, and Phillips moneyline, sitting at a plus 949. That is the most Degen parlay I came up with, and I feel like it could hit. I feel like it is very live. I feel like all those fighters are going to win, and not only that, I'm parlaying this one up myself. I'm actually going to do my plus 949 because I am very confident in these fighters. And like I said, I feel like the rounds over and under, you're not getting much value in terms of this whole card. I feel like it's a lot harder to do those over and under rounds. But I like the fighters here. And if you guys haven't, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!